pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. With that, the regular meeting of the Osceola School Board of Education is called to order for Wednesday, June 12th, 2024. Item C, persons who request an audience with the board. We have none, which brings us to the consent agenda. What is your motion with that? There's a motion by Jan.
You got it.
I'll second.
Second by Joy. Any further discussion? All right, seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Opposed would be nay. That is approved. Item 8, school board committee report. Who would like to take this out? Brooke, go ahead. Yeah, I thought you just said I can take that one. Oh, Corey can take that one. Oh, all right, Corey, you're up.
Okay.
Now you're never gonna let her take the motion again.
So, see how it is? No, we went over our, now that we finally got our insurance renewal numbers, we went over that. It was titillating, let's use that word. That's all I'll say about it. It was
Judy
great.
Schultz.
No, she already, I just felt her hating me. We had some awesome admin reports and got some great data from Julie Bender, who hates data. But it was a lot of, we got to see a bunch of our students improving with their reading and, or ELA numbers and some of the math stuff as well. And then a lot of kudos were given to all the staff that were working, not just finishing off the school year, which is always a tough deal for any staff member in a school building to do, but also moving to different buildings and all those moving parts that we have because of our whole reconfiguration. So it was awesome to hear how well that went and how great everybody handled that. We got our food service report. Jan spoiled the freezer news, so we got to do that twice, thank you. And then just looking at the increase of possible lunch costs and meal costs and stuff, which we will go over here shortly. And then our buildings and ground report from Bob, which he is stealing someone from our food service now. But there was just a little transition from a food service member going to our buildings and grounds crew. And then looking at the cost of some repairs and some other things that we're gonna have to look at doing. And then we looked at our private school, well, we went through the policies, I apologize. We had some questions on the policies, that was just our first look at those. And then we looked at our private school transportation contract with St. Anne's. They had like 4 pre-K, that's a big jump, and they had that was a big number. Then we looked at our summer learning symposium. We have a June 21st deadline, and we'll discuss that if anyone wants to go. We're trying to figure out a budget for that. And yeah, here we are.
Thanks, Corey. Thank you. That brings us to item B, which is the student representative report.
Well,
Hey.
it's summer, so this is gonna be her smallest report yet.
And your last.
And our last. Academically, the only really big thing going on student-wise is summer school, which is going very, very well. We're having, a lot of students complete their courses either on task or on pace or majorly above the pace that they're set to do. So we started out with a full classroom, and now we have probably 60% of the chairs empty. So it's super nice. We have 4 great peer tutors that are super, super helpful, and we even have Chase Omlin going in and helping when he can after cross country. So yeah, summer school off to a great start. Socially, there's not much going on with the high school students. Wills is this weekend, which
What is this weekend?
the Wisconsin Leadership Seminar. So if you don't know what that is a seminar that's hosted in Waukesha at Carroll University, and one sophomore gets nominated each year to attend, and they stay there for 4 days, and it's filled with a bunch of different activities, and I went there as a sophomore, and it was by far the best experience I've ever had at any seminar or anything ever, and so I love it so much. I've been going back as a staff member the past 2 years. This year my group theme is cows, so we're really on pace with that. And this year's nominee is Christian Bell. Also happening this week, socially, because I just remembered these today, is Badger Boy State is this week. And from the word I've been hearing from friends who are there right now, it's going really, really well. Marcus Gilbertson was the nominee to go to that this year for Osceola. And from what I've heard, he's loving it, so yeah.
So Badger Boys and Badger Girls is not the same time?
No.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Is it held at the same facility?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Badger Boys is in Eau Claire, and Badger Girls is in Oshkosh.
I've been led to believe that Badger Boys is more fun than Badger Girls, but I
That
haven't
is-
proven that.
Also, speaking after talking to Emma Stroshing, who went last year, and my own personal experience of going to Badger Boys, I would concur with that statement. Seems like
Why do you think that is? Is it different? In my mind, they're exactly the same. That's
Yeah.
why I'm surprised that they're not held at the same
I
time.
think they're designed to relatively be the same, but when you have a camp led by a completely male ran mock government camp versus a completely female ran government camp, you're gonna have different aspects.
Sure.
Like Emma Stroshan talked about, there was a very big dress code that they had to follow. They could only wear shorts like once during the week, and where with Badger Boy State, we would create our own laws about how it's like illegal to wear your shirt. So it's very different experiences.
Wow.
So
This is brand new to me.
Yeah.
I honestly thought they were at the exact same time. I would have thought, in my mind, you would have held them concurrently and then melded them all together and, interesting.
yeah, but they're both great experiences. Badger Boy State will teach you a lot about like how to make a budget plan. Like you have to make a budget plan for your city, and if you under budget one thing, then some like we had a natural disaster in our city where half of our showers got taken out because we didn't budget well enough for natural disasters, and so it kind of teaches you a lot of different aspects of those things and kind of how to not only like run for a position and how politics really works, it also is teaching you like life skills about how everything else. But yeah, so that is happening this week. And athletics, last time we talked to you, we had multiple people going to state, but the biggest athletic achievement I want to point out was Elietta Eugene getting athlete of the week, which was extremely impressive. So shout out to Elietta, and yeah, she broke 2 state records this year, I believe. One of which was the one she previously set last year. So yeah, but that's it, I believe. Emma, anything you'd like to add?
We
Awesome.
do have a group of students at FFA.
Yes.
FFA State is happening right now, and James Grass participated in the band there, which we haven't had in a long time, so that was very cool, the athletic band representation. And Scott's actually not here, and June's not here tonight because their football team is participating in a 7-on-7 football experience with some other middle border conference, which they've never done before. So he was kind of funny about it. I'm like, how prepared are you? And he's like, yeah, I'm not. I've done this before. And that's not like him. But he's like, we don't have contact days. So I told him, we're going to go there. We're going to do the best we can. And I also think there's something about that. You take a risk, you try something new, and you go from there. But most importantly, I want to thank you too for the service, the support. Like, I shouldn't say this, but one of my favorite things is to be able to look to you too and say, what's the voice of the students? What's happening? How should we go? When you guys would contribute to the meetings and your trailblazers sitting here at this table and saying, okay, here's what I think, and watching hard decisions happen. It's really powerful stuff. So if you think you haven't had influence or impact, that couldn't be more untrue. And I will miss you both. And you have permanent cheerleaders in all of us.
Yes.
So if you ever need anything, this is a team of people that is here to support you. and celebrate your successes. So if you ever just need to brag, send it our way, because we wanna celebrate you.
Thank you.
You couldn't say it any better than she just did, so, absolutely, gotten to know you both, enjoy you both. What tips would you have for board of student representatives of the future?
Just to be organized, I think it took us a little bit, you know, like we take notes on every meeting, kind of what happened, and it took us a little bit to kind of get fully organized about what we want to put down on our notes and everything, but I think we've kind of set this up a little bit so that the next person who will come in will kind of have these notes at least, and then be able to kind of grasp how they want to do it. But I mean, we went in pretty blind and yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but, you know, no, I think just having the experience part of it, at least for a little bit at first, is, you know, very crucial, so. Yeah, so like, cause one of the requirements, I believe, is to attend a board meeting, you know, before your term. And, which I think is very smart, because, you know, you're, like, the first board meeting I ever attended was when I was sitting at the table, and so, you know, going through that and then, you know, learning by myself is difficult, and so kind of having those helping hands is really awesome. And I mean, you guys have all been so wonderful to work with, so, but, yeah.
Well, you have gifts and cards there from us, so thank you. and
Thank you.
know that You can come to any meetings anytime you want.
Will do.
And also, at the end, whoever planned lives the longest, there's a, that you need to take care of yourself.
Oh, gosh, okay.
So I need a picture of it in your dorm, and at the end of the year, whoever's the most alive, there's a monetary donation to your Starbucks gift card.
Ooh,
So,
That is-
just saying, that's a way for you to.
I
actually plan alive for all 4 years of high school.
There you go, so you could bring it back, maybe to the June meeting and show it.
Yeah.
Like, we can see it, we can have a judge, make it fun, but it's important to be able to take care of plants.
And yourselves.
Starbucks online.
Yep.
I love it.
That's great.
All right, well, with that, I guess we will move on to item 9, which is engage in continuous improvement of student support systems and programs. Item A is approve the private school transportation contract for 23-24.
I'll make the motion, go ahead and approve it.
Motion by Jan,
I'll second.
second by Cory. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed would be nay. That is approved. Item B is approve the 24-25 meal prices.
I do think it's important to say, you can come to Osceola School District and go to high school and eat breakfast and lunch for under $5.
Yeah.
That's kind of amazing, when you think about that, right? Where else can you eat breakfast and lunch for under $5, and you get fresh vegetables? Like, for real, like carrots, cucumbers, every day, or a whole salad.
I agree, we're pretty lucky.
Now I can pay for a college meal plan, I'd say I definitely took that too far for granted. But-
Oh, you had those Starbucks, Chick-fil-A's in the cafeteria, right? You can flex your bucks.
Oh, yeah,
What can you get at Starbucks for $5?
that's true.
A black coffee.
Yep. One shot of espresso.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2024-25 meal prices.
Okay, motion by Cory, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Jan, any further discussion? Thank you to Susan and your amazing
Yeah.
team.
Yep,
I
yeah,
know
pass it
it's
on.
a lot
Any work?
all year round and pulling data together, and I appreciate all of it.
It's amazing how many meals you serve. Isn't it crazy?
I always love when you bring it in and that we have the total number. And even truthfully, being there on a daily basis, when I pop in and watching, it's like a well-oiled machine, the amount of work they get done. And smiling and interacting with kids, and they know the kids, and it's another trusted adult in their lives, so we're very fortunate, so. All right, there's a motion and a second, any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Opposed would be nay, and that is approved. Item 10, aligning and developing our facilities to best meet educational safety and security goals. A is approved property and liability insurance renewals. committee meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, June 26th, 5 p.m. in the district office conference room. The next regular board meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, June 26th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m. in the district office conference room. With that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn to executive session pursuant to Wisconsin statute 1985-1C, considering employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility, individual contracts. Motion by Brooke,
I'll second it.
second by Corey. Roll call vote would be Jan,
Yes.
Brooke,
Yeah.
Corey, and myself. We'll take 5 minutes and we'll have executive session.